Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 24, Verse number 8. Petu sumanaso divya Khecharai apavarjita Praseduscha disas sarva Ambamsi cha manamsi cha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. At the time of the Lord's appearance, the demigods flying freely in the sky showered flowers. All the directions, all the waters, and everyone's mind became very satisfied. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. It is learned herewith that in the higher sky there are living entities who can travel through the air without being hampered. Although we can travel in outer space, we are hampered by so many impediments, but they are not. We learn from the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam that the inhabitants of the planet called Siddhaloka can travel in space from one planet to another without impediment. They showered flowers on the earth when Lord Kapila, the son of Kardama, appeared. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport.
So the appearance of the Lord in this world as an incarnation, which we discussed yesterday, the principle of incarnation, the merciful incarnation of the Lord for the sake of the conditioned souls who cannot see spirit with this material eyes or hear spiritual sound with spiritual ears. The Lord appears into our dimension in order to receive service. So when such appearance happens, it is an occasion for great celebration. Because it is not even an ordinary family, a child is born. It is his new reincarnation. Then the family celebrates. What to speak of God incarnating into this world? It is a celebration because it is a great blessings for the entire humanity. It's a great blessings for the population. That blessing can be in the form of a Lord's showing special favors to the devotees. Maybe blessing for the world in the form of destroying so many demons. Increasing the faith of the devotees, giving them opportunity to purify by serving Him with their material senses, material mind, so that they can become purified. So if you count what all the holy name or the deity incarnation or the Kapila incarnation or pure devotee incarnation in this world, it brings all auspiciousness and it brings peace and prosperity. Here it says, on all the directions, all the waters, and everyone's mind became very satisfied. That means it has an impact on the material atmosphere also, it has an impact. Just like we see so many people come to this temple, when they reach the temple hall, afterwards, even though they don't have bhakti, many of them don't have bhakti, or people with no bhakti also who come, they feel some impact. That means, why? Because it's an incarnation of the Lord in the material elements, means that material elements affects the material energy around it. Once when Abdul Kalam was visiting this temple, the previous day the police had come with dog squad and all that to check whether there is any bomb hidden. So they went around everywhere. So he was going to take prasadam in the temple hall. So they said they have to, as a rule, the President of India, we have to take the dog in the temple hall. So I said, no, you cannot take the dog. Then he need not come. The dog cannot come here, he said. Then he said, the chief of the police that time was a Muslim. He was also in that recce previous day. Then they went and told this to him. He says, no, I'll speak to him. Let's go. Very easy. So they brought him to the, otherwise he didn't visit the temple hall. Saw the temple hall, everything. Then he came down to my office. Then the subject we are talking. Then he said, it is a protocol. We have to check everything and, I said, it's an empty hall. What is there to check? There are 2 staircase rooms. If you want, you will empty everything. Then you know, no, that is a protocol, all this thing. I said, you see, it will disturb this dog. Certain things, they are not harmonious with the vibration. Because he was a Muslim, I was saying, the vibration there. He asked, why? Because of this. That dog can you control dog passing urine? Cannot. So many reasons, I said. Then he said, oh, I understand. He's a Muslim. He told me, but one thing, Swamiji, yes, when I went to the temple hall, I can feel some vibration, different vibration. He said. So, see, their material senses could catch that. Because the Archa Vigraha is the incarnation of the Lord in the material element, means that material element, that altar, that temple hall, this 6 acres land, so all have an effect, spiritual effect. The effect of spiritualizing, the effect of Satchidanandaizing the matter. Matter becomes Satchidanandaized. Just like an ordinary wire gets electrified, the same way ordinary matter becomes Satchidanandaized by the presence of the holy name, presence of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So these are all facts. We cannot understand these things. Modern science doesn't know any of these things. Now it says here the demigods are flying freely in the sky. We are not able to see any demigods. And they showered flowers. Because demigods, Lord incarnating is not a local event. Lord incarnating is not a local event. Neither is it a national event. Neither is it an international event. What is it? It is a universal event. So therefore all universal VIPs will come. But you may not be able to see. One time in Vrindavan, so much heavy kirtan was going on in the Krishna Balram Mandir. Prabhupada said, I can see Narada Muni, I can see Shiva, I can see all of them. They have come to see. For Gora Arati. We sing also, no? Shiva, Shuka, Narada, all they are there. So we can't see with our eyes. Oh no, it's all superstition, what you are saying. Even you can't see all that the dog sees. You can't smell all that the dog smells. You can't see all that a cat sees. What is the range of light that the cats see, that the dogs see? Or smell you take, or vibration. You know, the visible range. If you are before me, how do I know you are before me? Because light is reflecting from you. It's because you are emitting light which is in the visible range. Suppose somebody is in the body and he is emitting gamma rays. You won't see him. Right? So we are thinking there is only ordinary light rays from infrared to gamma rays and so on. But there could be another kind of light itself, which we are not aware of. And which itself will, maybe the light of the demigods, it's in another plane, another kind of an energy. Why there should be only one kind of light energy? So many light energies could be there. This universe is so expansive. This creation, Lord's creation is so huge. Unbelievable, unimaginable, unfathomable is the extent of this universe, extent of the energies of the Lord. And all that you see, all that you hear, all that you touch, all that your microscope can see, etc., Krishna in one summary says, Ekam Shena Sthita Jagat. One amsha of mine, all this that you are seeing. This is Krishna. This is God. So when he is incarnating, it is a big event. Not only the day of his incarnation, the later days, every year when we celebrate the year he came, that is called Brahmotsava. You see? It's a big event. Again, all the demigods come. See, so nicely the festivals are all designed with great meaning. When you have Brahmotsava, all the demigods are invoked, invited, and then they stay here. They take part in all the festival. Actually, the entire vibration you can feel. Brahmotsava means those few days of Brahmotsava, you feel different. Yes or no? It's not simply in our mind. It's actually the atmosphere is charged with a great celebration, glorifying the Lord, glorifying Lord's mercy, glorifying Lord's Leela. And every day we are inviting, every day, every moment is a celebration of the incarnation of the holy name. That is why when we sing Kirtan, Mridanga, Kartal, it's not primarily for you. It is for the holy name. Musically you are receiving the Lord. Dancing for the Lord. Oh, the Lord has come. When somebody great comes, you'll all feel thrilled, no? That is dancing during Sankirtana. Feeling the presence of the Lord. Lord has come. And in that mood when we dance, then we become purified, we can feel the presence of the Lord. Because the Lord should make himself felt. Only then we can feel the Lord. You can see the deities with your material eyes. But to feel the presence of the deity has to bless you. They have to glance at you. Then you will feel the presence of the Lord. Philosophical presence, yes, we can, with our intellect. But you have to feel the presence, the Lord is here. To feel the presence, you have to beg for the Lord's mercy. You have to beg the incarnation. And it is his own sweet will when he wants to give us a transcendental experience of the deity, holy name, everything. That is his own sweet will, the incarnation's own sweet will. Ordinary experience, yes. Shaktya Vaishavatara, you can hear the holy name. You want to hear the Shuddha Nama, you want to have perception of Shuddha Nama, then that mercy is ye thamam prapadhyanse tam state bhajamyaham. That is a closer interaction. But without any qualification, everybody can touch the Nama Avatara. You get the benefit. You get the benefit, you get purified. So the purpose of association, purpose of Nama Avatara, purpose of Archa Avatara, purpose of Prasadam Avatara, purpose of intelligence Avatara, Bhagavad Gita, is all giving us an opportunity, tongue to touch and purify, intellect to touch and purify, eyes to touch and purify, mind and ears to touch and purify, different incarnations, so much of, then there is Dhamma, places. Each of these incarnations of the Lord always have to be related with great respect. With great respect, sambhramena. Great respect. Awe and reverence should be there towards the incarnation because it's God. There's a fundamental feature if we want to relate with the incarnation. If you don't respectfully relate, then it's called offensive relationship. If you're ignoring the presence, ignoring the fact that it is the Lord, then that is called offensive relationship. Offensive relationship with any incarnation, including prasadam. Offensive relationship. It does not foster a purification. Ignorance is also okay, but offensive relationship, consciously ignoring, knowing that the Lord is incarnation, Lord's sound is incarnation, still you chant and hear something else, do something else, because you already know about it, still you are doing. This becomes offensive. Nama prada. So one thing is the Lord is very merciful and He has incarnated in so many forms in this world, in our world, to our senses. That is a great fortune. But what is our capacity to receive the mercy that these incarnations are bringing down? Patra. There may be rain, but how? You take a pot and then you hold the rain and take it. If a pot is small, little water will get. If a pot is big, you will get more. If the pot is held upside down, you get nothing. Rain is falling. Lord's Kripa is falling in different ways. That we have to understand. Prabhupada talks in teachings of Queen Kunti that Lord's mercy is like the sun rays. It's available to everyone without any discrimination. How much you can receive? How do you receive? According to that, different people have end up with different mercy of the Lord. So one of the fundamental things to receive the mercy of the Lord is to first be respectful towards the incarnation. Now, you can't be respectful if you don't feel the presence that the Lord is there. To feel the presence of the Lord, you can't feel the presence of the Lord unless you have faith in the scriptures, which says that Archa Vigraha is transcendental, holy name is transcendental avatara, prasadam is transcendental, etc., etc., etc. Who says all this? Scriptures say. None of these things we can see with our senses. With our senses, we are only seeing a Panchaloha. You have to see something more in it, means you have to have Shraddha. So, Shraddha is very important. Faith in the scriptures is very important. Suppose someone says, under a tree 1 kilometer from here, just 1 feet below you dig, there's about millions worth diamond is there. It depends on who says. Suppose the person is a treasure hunter and a technical person. He say, no, I have been there, I have this instrument, it shows that it is there underneath. Some reason he'll give also. So now you are seeing, okay, this man is a little expert. He is telling. If somebody tells, Goya, he'll say. Now either someone else says, he's an expert, he goes with his instruments everywhere. He says, there, that spot I saw some signals. It is there. Now you have not seen the treasure. You only heard. Normally we think that only when I see something I'll get attracted. But I have not seen the treasure, but I got attracted. So attraction can be generated by faith. So you get attracted, you are going towards that treasure. So in the same way, if somebody does not have enough attraction for holy name, enough attraction for the deity, then you need to hear more and more. Not from XYZ. You have to hear from people who have attraction, hear from people who have faith. Hear from pure devotees. Read more and more of Srila Prabhupada's books. And that attraction will get planted. Though you have not experienced the Satchidananda incarnation of the Lord, or the form of the Lord, but you know, the Lord is Satchidananda form, He is there in this deity, He is there. So, Shraddha is very important. Shraddha comes by Shravanam, by hearing, from authoritative sources. So that is how our entire process, the bhakti begins with hearing. You hear, you get Shraddha, you get attracted, then you do seva without aparadha. Then you experience what Shraddha you had, you experience. Shraddha become a realization you experience. So it's a very proper process. So we need to understand where we stand. And accordingly we have to work on that. If you have less Shraddha, you have to work on more hearing. We have Shraddha, but we are not acting as per Shraddha, then no, we should start acting as per Shraddha. Behaving as per that Shraddha. Our service quality should be backed with Shraddha. When we perform devotional service, there should be Shraddha. Attraction that follows Shraddha. Even Preeti, love can follow Shraddha, based on Shraddha, can be based on Shraddha. So therefore this appearance of the Lord is a great celebration. And we all know now the appearance of the Lord is highly simplified. Just chant Hare Krishna and our Lord is appeared. And we can celebrate the Lord with our consciousness, receiving with great respect, do japa with great respect, call out His names with great respect, hear the holy names with great respect, and then we get completely purified and awakened in our Krishna consciousness. Any questions? Questions on today's last two classes also you can ask.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. My question is on the last two classes. You had mentioned about how the Lord appears as the deity. And there's a quote by Prabhupada which you showed on the screen. Prabhupada says the Lord takes a form resembling matter. So that means I can understand that the Lord, first when we have the deity, when the deity is sculpted or made, it's matter. So when the Lord comes, the matter is now till the Prana Pratishtha takes place, it's matter. It's just a metal. The Lord comes, the matter goes away, and the Lord is there. The Lord Himself is there, resembling this matter. And this metal,
there you're wrong. Matter doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, let me complete. So the matter also remains because the Lord is absolute truth. So the absolute truth, it contains everything. The Brahman contains everything. So matter is also there in that. But now it is not only matter. It is the Lord and the Lord including the absolute truth, including matter, everything. Correct. So when we see the deity, we see the supreme absolute truth there. So that is one aspect. Then again you spoke about the holy name being the incarnation of the Lord. In that sense, you mentioned that the holy name is a Shaktyavesa avatara. So just like the Lord is taking the form resembling metal, here the Lord takes form resembling sound, which is also one of the 5 elements of matter. So in this case also similarly, the Lord is coming in this sound, taking a form resembling this sound, matter is sound.
Correct.
So, and then you mentioned it's Shaktyavesha avatar, it's an empowered incarnation, and we have to serve this empowered incarnation in order to experience the Shuddhanama.
Right.
So, how come when the Lord Himself is coming in the form of taking a form resembling matter, why isn't it the Supreme Lord Himself, and why is it an empowered incarnation? So when I'm chanting the holy name, why isn't it that I'm touching the Lord directly? Just like if I'm going to the main temple hall and seeing Radha Krishna Chandra, I am seeing the Supreme Lord themselves. I'm not saying a form resembling them. No, that is Supreme Lord resembling matter. That is Supreme Lord themselves. So when I'm talking with them, they respond. I am unable to hear it. That is a different issue. Similarly, when I am chanting the holy name, so isn't it that I am touching the Supreme Lord Himself in the form of the holy name, in the form of matter, sound. And why is it that I have to serve this Shakti or empowered incarnation and then touch the Supreme Lord? Why isn't it touching Supreme Lord directly in just in the same way as the deity?
Okay. The energy form of the Lord, which is the deity, matter energy. The Lord takes a form resembling that matter form. It doesn't take the form of the matter, but it takes a form resembling this matter, a mapping. Okay. Then he enters the matter, the energy form. Now the energy form, in every incarnation, because the Lord enters means all his energies will also enter. So the matter energy, the energy form, is also Satchidanandaized. The Lord is Satchidananda Lord. The incarnation of the Lord is Satchidananda Lord. The matter which formed the deity gets Satchidanandaized. When something is Satchidanandaized, there is a constitutional relationship of the Lord and his energy being one, simultaneously one and different. So by worshipping and relating with the Satchidanandaized form, which is what we can see now and relate, if your spiritual senses can perceive the Satchidananda form in the deity, fine. What is the difference? One is the Lord in the material element, the other is Lord in his Satchidananda form. One is the material element, Satchidanandaized. So now I can only touch matter. So I touch matter which is Satchidanandaized. So when with my material senses, I touch Satchidanandaized matter and serve Satchidanandaized matter, the soul of that Satchidanandaized matter is no one except the person incarnation, the incarnation of the Lord. So there are no two persons. One Shakti Avashavatara. Shakti Avashavatara is none other than the Lord through this particular material elements. Satchidananda. The Lord who is come in a similar form is acting Avashavatara Satchidanandaized, I said, because you can unsatchidanandaize also. Satchidanandaize, but the Lord who is behind this is not Satchidanandaized Lord, he is Satchidananda Lord only. So that way, the difference is because of my inability to see the Satchidananda form of the Lord. Therefore, Lord is very, very merciful. He need not see. You please worship me the way you can see. For all practice, as good as I am that. Tomorrow you abuse me, I go out of that body, then that is not as good as me. But with respectfully, as good as me, if you are treating, then there is no difference. There is no material element at all there for you. And then you, in this manner, through the way in which you can touch me today in your conditioned state, purify all your material senses and awaken your spiritual mind, and then awaken your spiritual senses, one day you will be able to see the Satchidananda form of mind as well as Satchidananda-ized form. Both you can see. Both you can relate. Is that answer? Give him microphone. Some more doubt is there.
But I didn't. What was the difference in how I saw it and what you were saying? Because you're saying Satchidananda-ized form. Still, why is it a Satchidananda-ized and Satchidananda? It is the same Lord Himself, no? In that sense.
Same Lord. Then why? If the energy of the Lord is same as the Lord, then why energy and Lord? This is a fundamental question. I'll ask a more fundamental question. The Lord is not different from His energy. But then what is this complication? Why energy and the Lord? It's just say everything is energy. Everything is Lord. You have to, this has no answer except the fundamental Tattva Vaishnava philosophy. Absolute truth means a person with Shakti. The two are there. But the Shaktiman is served by the Shakti, and Shakti is coming from him. And Shakti is, because it's coming from him, it is him only. So there is simultaneously one and different. The simultaneously one and different is applicable at different levels, Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva, starting from the Lord and His energy. Starting from the Lord and Radharani. From there itself it goes on. Radharani is Krishna only. Somewhere you will see Prabhupada saying. Then why they are separate if there is Krishna only? So the next answer is they are not one also. So simultaneously one and different. And there is a reason for it. For the pleasure of the Lord. The Lord brings forth so many things for His own play. So when He plays with them, it is not Him. It is His energy. But if you have not ability to catch Him, to touch Him and everything, you'll say, okay, here, I will become that only. No. I'll become that Vigraha. Your inability, I will receive. I am omnipotent, I can do anything. You touch the Vigraha, you are touching me. I have decided that. Nobody can change that. You touch with the attention, your eyes, the deity form, you have touched me. With your attention, you hear the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you have touched me. He has told already, ho gaya. You are touching Him. Yesterday I gave an example of touching and experiential touching and existential touching. Krishna says, you are touching me. Whether you are pure or not, you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, you are touching me. Existentially. You are touching my existence. But you are not touching me experientially. Because there is a rubber gloves in between, which has to melt. By touching my existence constantly, because I have told I exist in the deity, I exist in the vibration that you make, I exist there, he says. By touching Him existentially, we get purified. Contact is there, purified. You get, your senses get Satchidananda-ized. You got 90% you got almost. 10% may take time. Because Prabhupada says, that quote itself says, that in the beginning one may not be able to, that quote is there, no? In the beginning, one may not be able to grasp this. But eventually, one will understand this. He says, this is not for neophytes. This class is not for neophytes. For those who are doing devotional service so many years, for them they are hearing. Beginning, they will never understand 90% of it. Oneness and difference of the Lords. Come down the last line of that para. Here. In the beginning, this may be difficult for a neophyte to understand. But in due course, when one is advanced in devotion service, it will be easier and you will appreciate the Lord's presence in these tangible forms. It takes time. Rubber has to melt some more. There is a rubber around our intellect. To have philosophical realization also, that should get melt. Good question. Thank you. Any other question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, you told, according to Guru Sadhu and Shastra, we know that while chanting the holy name, demigods come and they also take part in that chanting.
Sankirtana.
Sankirtana. So, do demigods have the power to resemble themselves everywhere? Like in this center we have the Sankirtan and other center we have Sankirtan. So, do they have the power?
They have the power, sir. Demigods can move around everywhere.
And also, similar to this, another question. Like we are talking about, you gave lecture on 2 days about this Archa Vigraha of the Supreme Lord. So do the demigods also have the same concept? They also come in that Archa Vigraha and we worship them and they reciprocate. And we have them everywhere around the globe, at least we have them in the different forms. So do they also reciprocate? They also come with the energy. What kind of energies do they come?
Their incarnation principle is different. Their incarnation principle, because they are not the owners of all these energies. The deity body is not them. Deity body is Krishna's energy. Right? So just like they have got, just like I can be in one body, which is nature's body. Nature has given this body, but I can be in one body. Demigods have been given that power by the super soul to be in different bodies. Here on Ganesha temple, there on Ganesha temple, there on Ganesha temple. But there Ganesha is there in the deity of Ganesha. Just like even though I am not this body, because I am in bodily concept, I deal with the world as if I am the body, and the world also deals with me as if I am the body. Correct? Same thing happens in the deity of the demigods. They got the facility to enter different bodies and feel that they are the body. And the devotees go and pray and to do the deity. All right, it's just like interacting with another bodily concept person. But they got capacity. More capacity. But that also, the Vedas have put so many. See, if you go, you see on Krishna's picture, installed or uninstalled. If you develop love for him, he's there, right there. Demigods are not like that. You have to have proper installation, everything. Those laws are adhered to, then the demigod gets that power to reside in that. Otherwise it cannot. In our case, Hare Krishna mantra, chanted with faith, initiated, not initiated, the Lord will manifest there.
Prabhu, same with their mantra also. Let's say some demigods mantra. So, as you said, that installed or not installed Krishna's deity or frame we have, where Krishna will reciprocate. But demigods, they need proper ritual according to the Vedas. Same with their mantras also.
Mantras also within the ambit of 3 modes of material nature. Laws of nature are governing them. In the case of Hare Krishna mantra, some foreigners, they say, Hare Krishna, 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 Rama, Rama. They say, Krishna, 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 Krishna. They cannot say Ra they cannot say. Krishna, Krishna. The Lord is with him as much as in a person who says Krishna. That is the difference. That doesn't mean you can shoo, 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 you can say. You have to pronounce properly to your capacity. He is pronouncing to his Lord is coming because he is pronouncing to his best capacity, he is pronouncing. Now you have got the capacity to pronounce Krishna, but some people are doing that, chanting. Actually, you can say hissing. They are continuously hissing. I've seen devotees, whole life he's chanting like this. You tell him also he cannot change because it's a bad habit. Last question. 934. Next. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जाए, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाए।